Yo, this is the 6th episode of Nothing to a Knife, which is a series in where we start with nothing and do trade-ups to try and get a knife. And from the previous video, we now have over $36 in our Steam balance, so hopefully we can grow it even more. So I'll be giving away a USP to Trader in this video, so if you want to enter, just check out the pinned comment down below. So for the first trade-up, I wanted to do a safe and reliable trade-up, so I went with this mil-spec StatTrak Chroma 3 trade-up, in where we will be using 6 StatTrak minimal wear Chroma 3 skins, which we can get for 28 to 32 cents each, and 4 StatTrak factory new Chroma 3 skins, which you can get for 63 to 67 cents each. So the only thing that you need to keep in mind for this trade-up is that you must keep the average float below 0.07, so to achieve this, I recommend you guys to use minimal wear skins with floats less than 0.095 and factory new skins with floats less than 0.035, and the total cost will be around $4.31 depending on what inputs you use. For the outcomes, we get the $4.30 profit with the Ghost Crusader, which is literally double our money. Then we get the good profit with the XM and the Galil, and a small loss with the rest of the outcomes. So if you spam this trade-up out, this will be a profitable trade-up and you'll have an ROI of about 19.95%, so that's really nice. So for my first attempt at this trade-up, let's see what we get. Nice, we get an XM, which is the second best outcome we could have gotten, so we are off to a really good start here. Next trade-up, let's see what we get. We get the CZ, which is a small loss, but it should be fine overall. So for those two trade-ups, we get a profit of 68 cents, so that now puts our total to $37.03, so that's really nice. So are you looking for low float skins for your trade-ups? Then make sure to check out SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a site where you can trade your skins instantly. So if you're looking for low float skins, you can arrange the skins in float so you can find low float skins instantly. So SkinsMonkey is giving away a free $5 and a free 5% bonus, and all you have to do is put in my code elsu. So make sure to check out SkinsMonkey, link will be in the description. Now for the second trade-up for this video, we will be doing this mil-spec Dreams and Nightmare trade-up, in where we will be using 9 minimal wear Dreams and Nightmare skins and 1 factory new clutch skin. So I have already shown this trade-up out in the past, so I won't get much into detail, but remember that you must keep the average float below 0.0927, so I recommend you guys to use minimal wear skins with floats less than 0.1 and a factory new clutch skin with floats less than 0.035. And the total cost will be $1.54, and for the outcomes, we get $1.50 profit with the M41 and the USP, then a small loss with everything else. So this is a very cheap but very reliable trade-up, so hopefully we get some profits here. So for the first trade-up, we are starting really nice with the USP. Next trade-up, we do get the clutch skin, so that is quite unlucky. For the third attempt, I did put in a Spectrum skin instead of a Breakout skin, but it doesn't really matter since we got a really nice profit yet again. For the next attempt, I don't really know what is with my luck today, but we got another USP, so that is really nice. So we are finally put back down to earth in our next trade-up. But it doesn't really matter since we got an M41 in our next attempt. So for the last and final attempt at this trade-up, can we get a profit? Of fucking course we can. So we got insanely lucky on those trade-ups. Even though we only had a 36% chance to profit, we managed to hit 5 out of 7 trade-ups, which is really nice. And for those trade-ups, we get a profit of $5.27, so that now puts our total to $42.30, so that's really nice. So since we got insanely lucky with those trade-ups, I decided to do a big boy version of that trade-up, so we'll now be using 9 StatTrak minimal wear Dreams and Nightmare skins and 1 StatTrak factory new Breakout skins. So the average float again needs to be less than 0.092, and the total cost will now be $5.35 each. And for the outcomes, we get a $7 profit with the USP, then a $5 profit with the M41, and basically a small loss with everything else. So for my first attempt at this trade-up, we got the literal worst outcome, which is the Dream Glade, which is more than a $4 loss. Next attempt at this trade-up, of course we get another Dream Glade. So next attempt at this trade-up, we finally hit an M41, but our losses is still bigger than our profits from this trade-up, so hopefully we can get a profit on our last trade-up. So last attempt at this trade-up, let's see what we get. 3, 2, 1... Yeah, we got the USP, which is a big profit, and that now saves us from the losses we got from our first 2 attempts, so that's really nice. So from those 4 trade-ups, we got a profit of $3.67 each, so that is actually a really nice profit considering that we got 2 of the worst outcomes on our first 2 trade-ups, so I will take it. So for the next trade up that we will be doing the StatTrak revolver trade up, in where we will be using 5 StatTrak minimal revolver skins and 5 StatTrak factory new Phoenix skins. So for the revolver skins, you can use the Sawed-Off Yorick and the Scar 20 Outbreak, and you can get them for 54 to 60 cents each. And for the Phoenix skins, you can use the Mag 7 Heaven Guard and the Negev Terrain, and you can get them anywhere from 84 to 87 cents each. So keep in mind that the average float for this trade up needs to be less than 0.07, so I recommend you guys to use minimal skins with floats less than 0.105 and factory new Phoenix skins with floats less than 0.04. And the total cost of the trade up will be around $7, and for the outcomes, we get a massive profit with the Negev, then a $3 profit with the Tech 9 Avalanche and the Mac 10 Heat, then a small profit with the ESP, the SG Pulse, the Bison, the SG, and the 5.7, and basically a loss with everything else. So for my first attempt at this trade up, we get a USP, which is basically a break-even outcome. It is only a small profit, but hey, small profit is still profit. Next attempt at this trade up, let's see what we get. 3, 2, 1... Fuck! We got the worst outcome. So this FAMAS is like a $5 loss, so that's really sad. And so for those two trade-ups, we get a loss of $4.54, so that is quite a big loss, but we've been getting profit so far, so I'm fine with that loss. So for the last and final trade-up for this video, a lot of you guys are asking to do more risky and more expensive trade-ups, so here we go. So this will be an ice cold trade up in where we will be using 7 minimal or recoil skins and 3 factory new breakout skins. So for the recoil skins, you can use any of the restricted recoil skins, which you can get for around $2.64 to $2.80 each. And for the breakout skins, you can use the Bison Osiris, the P250 Supernova, and the Nova Koi, and you can get them for around $1.16 each. So the average float of the trade up needs to be less than 0.37, so I recommend you guys to use minimal skins with floats less than 0.39 and factory new skins with floats less than 0.35. So keep in mind that the minimal skins will be quite hard to get, so I will show an easier version of this trade up in our next episode of Nothing to a Knife, so make sure to watch that. But we did get to manage skins with very low floats, so that is really nice. So the total cost of the trade up will be $22.77, so it is quite an expensive trade up, but for the outcomes, we get a massive profit with the AK-47 Ice Cold, which is more than a $34 profit. Then we get a break even with a sawed off and basically a big loss with everything else, so hopefully we don't hit any of the loss outcomes. So we were only able to get the inputs for one attempt at this trade up, so hopefully we don't get a loss on this trade up. But for my one and only attempt at this trade up, let's see what we get. 3, 2, 1, no! That's a break even actually, so I thought that was a loss outcome at first, so I was about to be despair mode, but this outcome isn't really that bad since it's only a $2 loss, so I guess I'm fine with it. So that sawed off is a $2.73 loss, so that now puts our total down to $38.70 each, so considering that we started with $36.35, we only profited a few dollars, so that's really sad, but hopefully we can profit on our next episode. So if you would like to see the best trade ups in 2022, make sure to check out this video. Otherwise, peace out guys.